You're not shy, you're not broken, but small talk still feels like social brain surgery. Here's the truth nobody tells introverts about mastering it and why it's not what you think. If small talk feels fake, awkward, or energy draining, this video is for you. We're going to break down exactly how introverts can master small talk without pretending to be someone they're not. And by the end, you'll have a simple framework to confidently start, sustain, and actually enjoy conversations, even with strangers. Let's dive in. Let me take you back to a moment I'll never forget. It was a friend's birthday party, the kind of event where you're supposed to mingle. There I was, standing in a noisy kitchen, clutching a soda like it was a lifeline. People swirled around me, laughing, nodding, casually tossing out jokes and updates like social butterflies on autopilot. Meanwhile, I was mentally rehearsing opening lines that never escaped my mouth. So what do you do? No, too dry. Crazy weather lately, huh? Ugh, cliche. Say something, anything, but I didn't. I just stood there smiling at my shoes, praying for an asteroid. That night I made a decision. I was tired of feeling invisible. Not because I needed attention, but because I wanted to connect. So I started studying small talk like a science. Books, psychology, real-world experiments in coffee shops and grocery stores. And I realized something game-changing. Small talk isn't about talking, it's about bridging. The mindset shift. As introverts, we often think we have to perform in social settings. But here's the truth. Small talk is not performance. It's a bridge to deeper connection. When you reframe small talk from sounding interesting to being interested, everything changes. You don't have to be funny, or charming, or quick-witted. You just have to be curious and authentic. Think of it like this. Small talk is the hallway. Deep talk is the room. You don't get to the room without walking the hallway. You're in the three-part framework to effortless small talk. Here's the exact strategy I use, and it works even if you're socially anxious or naturally quiet. 1. Open with an observation, not a question. Most people start with questions. Where are you from? What do you do? And while those aren't wrong, they can feel forced. Instead, lead with an observation, something grounded in the moment. Why? Because it lowers social pressure. It's conversational, not interrogational. Examples. This coffee shop always has the best playlists. Have you noticed? Everyone here knows each other. Feels like a secret club. Then pause. Let them respond. People are surprisingly eager to connect when given a relatable lead-in. 2. Use the O.R.E.O method. This is your secret weapon. It stands for observation, your reflection, engagement, open-ended follow-up. Let's break it down in a quick example. That's a cool pin on your bag. Observation. Them. Thanks. It's from a trip to Japan. Japan. That must have been an incredible experience. Reflection. What was your favorite part about going there? Engagement plus open-ended. Suddenly, you're in a real conversation, not surface-level fluff. 3. Mirror their energy, not their words. Introverts often feel drained because they think they need to match extroverted energy. You don't. Instead, mirror tone and tempo, not volume. If someone is fast-paced and animated, smile a bit more. Use light gestures. If they're laid back and calm, stay in that vibe. You don't need to change your personality. Just tune your social frequency. So if the tools are that simple, why do most introverts still dread small talk? Because it's not about knowing what to say, it's about what you're telling yourself before you say it. Here's what I used to believe. I'm boring. They'll think I'm awkward. I'm not good at this. Those beliefs became a self-fulfilling prophecy. I'd retreat, shut down, avoid social events. But one day something clicked. The voice in your head during small talk isn't your introversion. It's your fear. You don't lack skill. You lack permission. Permission to be real. Permission to be curious. Permission to take up space, even quietly. I tested this theory in the wild. At a bookstore, I spotted someone flipping through a book I loved. Instead of walking by, I took a breath and said, That's one of my favorite books. The ending hit me hard. They lit up. 10 minutes later, we were swapping recommendations and laughing like old friends. Not because I was charismatic, but because I was present. I stopped worrying about sounding clever. I focused on connection over perfection. Here's what else I learned. People crave attention, not perfection. When you genuinely listen, people feel valued. Most people are just as nervous as you. Even extroverts. You're not alone. You're just early in the conversation. Introverts are great at small talk when they stop trying to be extroverts. A few months later, I went back to that same friend's party. Different year, same house, same noisy kitchen, but this time, I wasn't clutching a soda like it was a shield. Instead, I walked up to someone standing alone and said, "That cake looks suspiciously store-bought." She laughed, rolled her eyes. "Totally is. I bought it. Zero regrets." We talked for half an hour about books, favorite cities, our mutual hatred for glitter. Not because I transformed into a social butterfly, but because I stopped trying to escape small talk and started using it as a bridge to something real. In conclusion, so if you're an introvert who dreads small talk, here's your playbook. 1. Observation, not interrogation. 2. Use O.R.E.O. Observation, reflection, engagement, open-ended. 3. Mirror energy, not volume. 4. Change your beliefs, not your personality. Small talk isn't fake, it's foundational. You don't have to be loud or clever or extroverted. You just have to show up, curious, present, and willing to connect. Remember, small talk is the hallway, but deep conversations, those are the room. You just have to walk through the door. If this helped you feel more confident about small talk, hit that reassuring like comedian button. It really helps more introverts find this. And if you want more practical, no-fluff content on confidence, self-mastery, and social skills, subscribe. This is just the beginning.